95.7 The Hog. It's the Morning Hog Brew Review. Josh and Messar Parat is bringing us celebratory brews for Father's Day. Your dad's going to love the flavors, and we will too. It's the Morning Hog Brew Review. SR Parat at 95.7 The Hog. Morning Hog, 95.7 The Hog. I am Riggs. That is Steve, and that right there, Josh, SR Parat. Morning Hog Brew Review. He's back.
I'm back.
Guess what, bro?
What's up?
Steve and I were looking at the calendar earlier this morning. We were like, oh man, Father's Day is like Sunday.
Yeah.
Now you're a father, I'm a father, but we don't need the gifts. We need to give stuff to people. And you brought the gift of beer.
I did.
Right?
That way y'all can give the gift of beer as well.
Oh, look at
right?
that.
Oh,
Dad Bruce.
Isn't that sweet?
Hearts.
Yes.
Now, let me do it.
Give you the heart, Josh.
So you brought the quintessential dad beers.
Yeah, those old school.
I love it.
Probably the first thing you saw in your dad's hand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Figured why not?
Yeah.
Classic
We do enough
retro.
of the new stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let's throw it back a little bit, bring back some of those old school beers, and kind of play
it.
dad role.
Almost like a reminisce.
Okay.
Is that a? Did you use
Well,
that
not
as,
emphasis.
Did you use that as a noun?
Yeah.
All right.
It is a noun.
Well, okay.
You can reminisce. That's a noun.
Well,
Actually, that's a verb.
more-
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah, all right.
My bad.
We'll work on that
Pretty
later.
sure he's an English major.
Yeah, that's all right. It's no problem. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so I see. By the way, when you arranged these, there was a massive can sitting there.
Yeah, we'll get there
We'll get to that
later.
later. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm saving the biggest for last. I get it. Okay. So where do we start?
We're going to start with old school Coors Banquet.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
So Coors Banquet has kind of had this weird resurgence
Yep.
over the last couple of years. I think a lot of it has to do with the show Yellowstone, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah,
They drink that on that show, huh?
they do.
Okay.
Really?
Yep.
Never
But-
seen that show.
You remember the old school stubby bottles?
Oh wow.
Oh,
I love
yes.
it. I do love it because it says to me like it looks almost like a medicine bottle, and we all know beer is medicine,
That's right.
and that's just science. And so we're about to start feeling better. Have a little bit of.
What's
old-
crazy about all the beers I brought today is the heritage behind them. Like, all these were started a long time ago.
Really?
As far as when they started producing. Like, Coors Banquet is about to celebrate their 150-year anniversary.
Wow.
150 years.
I thought you were going to say like the 70s or something like that.
No.
Was that the first Coors?
Yes.
Beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Adolf Coors came over
Yeah.
to America back in, like, was it 1868, something like that, started a small-time brewery, went through the whole Prohibition era, came back, small distribution network, and then finally everywhere.
It just started killing it
Right.
all over the states.
5% ABV, you know.
This is. I mean, I want to go cut grass right now. I'm not gonna,
Really?
but I want to.
I'll give you my address.
No, I don't want to do it. I mean, I
Oh.
have the urge to do it. I'm
Oh,
not
well,
gonna
My
do it.
shoes are slowly turning the white New Balance.
Are they? Are they? Oh yeah.
So I'm
As
ready
you-
for the grass
As you
stains.
drink more, okay.
Yeah.
I understand. But this is like your. I would imagine there are probably some kids whose dad let them sip a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit. It happens.
Like the last sip, you know?
Exactly. You know, it
Finish this.
has that classic. I really like Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
Beer flavored beer.
Actually, a lot of the beers that we're drinking today, I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like they're my obviously I love craft beer.
Yeah.
But eventually I fall back into these
Yeah.
at certain points.
Would you
Maybe-
call these comfort beers?
There you go. I dig it.
I just made that.
No,
up,
I
bro.
like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's free. That's free.
Okay.
That's our product. The cheers. You got that? I mean, I probably should have charged you.
Trademark.
It's fine. All right, so that's
mine.
that's a great start. Where do we go next?
Good question. Let's keep it in the that Coors Miller family.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
We got Miller High Life.
Oh. Okay.
So Coors Banquet, I will grab if I see it in a bar. Typically.
Right.
High Life, if it's on draft,
Yeah.
I'll grab it every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got Miller High Life.
Okay.
Learn something about you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that something?
Like you said, though, beer flavored beer. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice to just go back to the roots of
Yeah.
things and remember how beer got here.
I mean, you can have your Miller Lite if you want to. We recommend that. But High Life, you're taking it to a different level. I mean, you're elevating the whole beer game at that point, right?
Right.
And this has been around forever.
1903.
Oof.
wow.
Really?
That was
Come on.
dude, a while back.
Are you pulling up a calculator over there?
Yep. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
What'd you come up with?
120 years.
Oh, he's
120
right.
years ago.
He's right. That's
120
right.
years ago. Wow. I mean, that's pretty much over a century. We're pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's literally over
the
a
math
century.
gets a little fuzzy. The more you have, it's fine. No, this what is the essence of this Miller product?
So 4.6% alcohol, and it's the champagne beers, right?
Okay, yeah.
It has a long heritage. They actually, if you check out their website, they have a really cool story about how it started, where it's at now, how they haven't changed much of anything.
Yeah.
They have the girl on the moon as their mascot.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty much nobody knows where that came from.
Really?
Yeah, they don't know who the girl is or anything like
Really?
that. So
Well,
I thought that was kind of cool.
Like an unsolved
Maybe,
mystery.
well, maybe they're trying to balance out the whole man on the moon thing.
It was 1907.
Yeah, it's 19. I don't think there was a lot of gender equality back in the early 1900s.
You never know.
Oh, okay. Steve's got a lot of theories, but it's we know this. It tastes good. It's
It's
really good beer.
delicious.
I mean,
Like I said, it's
Yeah.
one of my go-tos. It's an affordable beer, especially when you're out at bars and stuff like that. I love it.
you know what I remember about this beer specifically as a kid? I remember that my dad and would go fishing with my uncle, and when they come back, in lieu of getting the fish out of the live well or whatever, my uncle would have to scrape all the cans of High Life out of the back of his
See?
truck. I'm like, it's like 40 cans.
I think
Get 4 fish.
that's the best part. I think a lot of the beers we're talking about today, everybody has some memory associated.
Yeah.
Which that kind of brings you back to Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is what you're giving you some ideas. Maybe if you haven't got your dad a gift yet, it's easy. You can go to srprot.com/beerfinder.
That's
and find
right.
these beers. But you can find these everywhere, right?
Damn near everywhere.
I mean,
Yep. Banquet used to be kind of one of those hard finds.
yeah.
But like I said, with that resurgence lately, you can find a good chunk of places out there.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Oh, that sounds
Excuse me.
Sounds like Steve needs a break.
Uh-oh.
Stick around. More Morning Hog Brew Review coming up on 95.7 The Hog. Somebody get Steve a sandwich. 95.7 The Hog, the Morning Hog Show. That's what you're listening to or watching right now, because it is Morning Hog Brew Review time. Josh S.R. Perrott right over there, a great gentleman who is making your Father's Day weekend even better, along with
I'm
S.R.
trying.
Perrott's great beers.
Right.
And it's a Father's Day sampler, is what we're getting into, right?
Like you said, comfort beers.
meat and potato comfort beers that you and your dad could high five to or whatever.
Missed.
It's fine. I'll get it later.
How'd you miss your own hand?
Yeah, well,
It's rigs. Come on
the
now.
lighting in here is crazy. But we have more beer to get to, so let's
We do.
get to it.
All right. So, you want left or right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
We're gonna go with this tall boy over here.
That is a big can.
Holy.
So I think this is probably the
Jeez.
first time
Holy
you've seen it this
crap,
size.
dude.
This is an enormous
How many OZs
beer.
is that?
So I got a 32 ounce PBR.
Whoa.
That blue ribbon, right?
Yeah.
Usually, typically, you'll see it in a 16 ounce can.
Okay.
It's a little harder to find, but you can find them in 12 ounce bottles,
Okay.
which is kind of a rarity. But it's
Really?
kind of cool to see them in a bottle too.
Okay.
I used to go to a bar about 20 years ago, and they would have 75-cent PBR pints on Thursdays.
Yes.
Yeah,
Holy
I would go to
crap,
the-
dude. I'd go there with a $10 bill and get snockered.
it's not good.
I go to
I like it.
Go to the 40 watt in
Wow.
Athens, Georgia. The PBR is
Jeez.
flowing. Cans, bottles, you name it. They put it in a Dixie cup, whatever you want. But this beer, again, we're doing a Father's Day theme here. So this beer is such a iconic dad beer for me because my dad had a PBR T-shirt
Okay.
that had some stains on the shoulder. I never asked what they were from. Maybe it was pasta. It could have been something weird. I don't know. Maybe he killed a guy. Who am I to judge?
Exactly.
But it has been around for a long time as well, right?
Yeah, 1860 some odd.
Wow.
So, like you said, iconic though, right? I think if you were to put the top 5 most recognizable beer brands out there,
Right.
and erase the letters out of there,
Yeah.
people know what that beer is.
And it's weird that it had a resurgence, or maybe it never. In my mind, it had
Oh
a
yeah,
resurgence,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, so they did. It was a very popular beer for a long time, and then it kind of faded out a little bit.
Yeah.
And thanks to I like to say my generation,
Yeah.
it became a thing again. Like you said,
Yep.
it slowly became a desirable beer again,
Yeah.
and here we are.
Now we're popping it in 32-ounce cans. And again, great Father's Day gift. Already. By the way, you don't have to wrap it. It's already got a bow on it. Look at that thing. It's got a ribbon and a bow on it. It's ready to go.
Wow.
So what's
You're
really
right.
cool is it used to be just I think it was Pabst beer or something like that originally. And then supposedly they won an award back in like 1893 at a exposition.
Okay.
It became Pabst Blue Ribbon. No one can confirm that they won this award.
Steve would like to confirm that
I
for you.
actually, I know what you're talking about. I saw a thing about how PBR was battling with Coors back in the day, and they were fighting for supremacy up in New England in that area. And they actually started put a ribbon on the can, even though they hadn't won the award. But but they wanted people to think that they had won the award, so it looked like they're a winner, like a top prize winning beer, and
they claim they have the ribbon.
That's why that's like that.
And I mean, it's so long ago. I'm not going to fight it because I think it is an award winning beer in my heart.
And that is Steve's unverifiable fun fact of the week.
Wicked Stevia.
He said it with confidence.
Wicked Stevia, is that where?
Yeah. Take it.
What was?
Instead of Wikipedia, Wicked Stevia.
Yeah, we'll try that. We'll look at that. Don't put
that.
Don't put that in your browser yet. All right. Sadly, only one more Father's Day beer to indulge in, but you were finishing strong here.
So this may not be as classic as some of the other ones out there, but they have a huge presence in the data world. Right. I'll just put it that way, right?
Yeah.
They run all kinds of contests and stuff like that regarding Father's Day.
Right.
This one holds a special space in my heart because this is what my dad used to drink back in the day.
I think last year on Father's Day we gave away some of this fine beer.
I think we can arrange that again too, possibly.
I love the way it smells.
Whoa! Did somebody say last minute gift find?
So Moosehead Lager has a very specific scent.
Yes, it does.
Let's just call it resiny.
Yes, it does.
I think that's why my dad liked it so much.
Grassy.
He grew up in the 70s. Grassy's a good word for it.
Stevie.
Yeah.
Stevie. Yeah.
Heady.
Oh, it's just.
So Moosehead Lager out of Canada, right? Another one that has been around for a very long time. 1867.
Wow.
Still family owned and operated.
Really?
6 generations. That's
I don't
crazy.
think I knew that, but really.
6 generations of the family just passing it down, still independently owned and operated, right?
And this is it. This is what there's Moosehead. There's one flavor, Moosehead flavor.
So they've actually come out with
what?
They branched out quite a bit. Unfortunately, we don't carry any of those in our area. But if you check out their website, you can see they have all kinds of flavors now, which is really crazy.
He's talking about the website.
srparrot.com/beerfinder.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
I think I was about to say Moosehead, but then I didn't know what that, because Canada has a different thing.
I wonder if it would be .ca.
.ca, yeah.
That's possible.
Again, don't do that in a different browser before you.
So speaking of the Moosehead website, actually, if you check out their website,
Yeah.
they have a sweepstakes going on, and also you can get, I think, some coupons for a certain amount of dollars off for 12-pack if you scan the QR code on the website and stuff. But the sweepstakes is to win a trip, and you go on there and you submit an essay.
Oh,
okay.
About your pops?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
So it's a Father's Day sweepstakes. I think it's really cool. You can go to an upcoming professional football conference championship game.
What? That's an incredible prize.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. I got to start writing.
Write it and submit it for your son.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Riggs is such a great dad.
Yeah, there you go.
That one time he took me to a Kiss concert when I was 2.
My dad made me watch The Wall when I was 11.
Then he gave me energy drinks and Twizzlers.
Really?
Yeah.
It's always been great.
Did that terrify you?
Oh, I remember
Really?
Meat Grinders.
Really?
Oof. And the walking hammers.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember a lot of that.
That is, yeah. I think, I'll give you a good dad memory. My dad took me to the drive-in movie to see Jaws 4 days before we went on summer vacation to Nags Head, North Carolina, where there were sharks. Why would you do that? But he did it.
That's great.
That turned out okay.
Then he took you back to New Smyrna Beach.
To drink a little bit. Steve, you got a dad memory you want to pop out there, buddy?
Yeah, I was in elementary school, and I'm on the sidewalk out front of the house, and I'm going away on my big wheel, my Incredible Hulk big wheel.
Love the big wheels.
My dad's hanging out behind me. He's like, "Hey, Steve, let me give you a push so you can go faster." So he takes his foot and he pushes my thing so I can go faster. I end up doing like a wheelie.
Slips out.
And I fall on my back. I scrape my back up. I start crying. Yeah. I still have the scar. You want to see it?
I might be able to beat you on this.
Were you
one.
waiting for the happy ending right there?
Yeah,
Yours?
no, I
Let's hear
think
yours.
so. When I was about 5 or 6 years old, I went fishing with my dad. First time in a boat.
Okay.
And he goes to cast his line, and he swings it back, and he goes to throw it back the other direction, and it's stuck. And he's trying to figure out why. The hook had gone backwards and hooked through my cheek.
Oh, God.
And he's sitting there yanking on it, trying to figure out why it won't come forward.
And now we know what's behind the beard.
That's right. Yep.
Right there.
So that was a cool story when, I get back to first grade and all the kids wonder why there's a Band-Aid on my cheek because I had a hook go through.
Well, and in fairness, Josh grew that beard when he was 7.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
It came in early. Wow. Well, there you go. See? Send us your Father's Day stories. Maybe you'll get some tasty Moosehead. Now, again, these beers are everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Every place you can go.
I mean, even Moosehead's a little bit easier to find nowadays, but the best way, as always, check out our website.
He means srprod.com/beer finder. That's what he's talking about. Well, cheers to all the dads out there.
Absolutely.
All of you, anybody who has, acted like a dad. Anybody who's told a dad joke. Cheers to you for that, too. Steve, you want to finish with a dad joke? I know you always got a good zinger for us.
What's green and has wheels?
Kermit in a blender?
No, grass. I lied about the wheels.
God. Definitely. All right, I'm going to say, everybody, cheers. Happy Father's Day.